Johanna Burkhardt here, the soul shaman, back after a week off for some much needed reflection and healing of my own. I am back with your galactic guidance for your ascension energy for November 19th through the 25th, 2018. And whoa, Nelly, is it going to be a packed, exciting week? There's a lot going on energetically. So with me, I have the Pleiadians, my Pleiadian team as always, and I have the Seven Sisters of Pleiadia, and they have such large, expansive energy. I really feel it in my heart space, just fully expanding and activating. They always have a lot to say when it comes to ascension. I also have Lady Nada here, who really is about that heart activation, right? That awakening, giving ourselves grace and compassion and love, really focusing on what it is that we need. And then I have somebody who's completely new to working with me and to showing up on Galactic Guidance, and that is Djwal Khul. And I have no other way of describing his energy other than, like, that cool guy. He's just got that, I don't know, that air, that lightness about him. It's really nice. And he's really here to tell us to freaking take it easy. Take it one step at a time. We don't need to be in such a hurry, right? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's such an awesome energy. So let's really get down to talking about what we're going to be experiencing as a collective this week. I really try not to focus on the negative parts of the energy, but I do need to talk about this just a little bit, because this week it really feels a little bit dualistic. For a lot of people, they're, even the ones who have been on a healing journey for a while, they're saying, are really feeling kind of like confused, and like there's something lurking, or something still kind of hiding behind the curtain, or in a box in the closet somewhere that we're just not seeing, or we're choosing not to see or not to acknowledge. These types of things, these energies that are lurking behind the curtain or in the box in the closet, are really filled with deceit. But this deceit is our own deceit. What are we still not looking at? What are we choosing to not see? Where are we lying to ourselves? And not about just self-doubt or lack, or lying about maybe how we feel about people in our lives, relationships, our jobs, friends, the way the world is operating. I mean, there's so many things that this could go into, right? Where are we lying to ourselves? Not only that, but where are we not honoring ourselves? Where are we not listening to our soul and our desires? Where are we not giving ourselves permission to have something, to desire something? So often we want freedom, or we want the big house or the car, the big career, or whatever it may be. But the reality is there's always something behind that thing that gives it to us in an emotional sense, right? If we have all the money, we have the freedom, right? We have the freedom to do things, to experience, to go places. So what we're really seeking is that freedom, right? But there are things that help us to get that freedom. There are things that help us. So remember to choose to tune in to your desires and the purpose behind them. A lot of times people will say, this is your why. Why do you want this? Why is this your desire? Why is your desire to go to the Hawaiian Islands? What is your desire to make $100,000 a year? What is your desire to have that house on the water? What is your why? But it's really not about the why. It's about the purpose behind it. What is the purpose? What will it provide you? What will it create more of in your life? We don't need to rationalize our desires. We are infinite beings in an infinite universe. There is enough for everybody. Yet we beat ourselves up. We layer ourselves with shame or guilt for desiring these things. And this is where the deceit comes in, because we are lying to ourselves. We are lying to ourselves about what we want and what that purpose for wanting it is. And it's time it's shifted. So for a lot of you, this is where the confusion may be coming in. We have done a lot of the healing, and now we're like, well, what do we really desire? What is it that we truly want? And we may be feeling a little bit of haze or confusion around what that is, or what the next step is to take action on it. And this is where the full moon in Gemini, which actually is at 1:10 a.m. Eastern, November 23rd, will come into play and really help balance out this dualistic energy. It will really begin to open us up into the clarity. And full moons, as we're leading up to them, so many believe that it's the full moon that has all these crazy things happening. It's really the days before the full moon. It's really the energy leading up to the full moon, because the full moon, as it's building, it is drawing upon us. It is drawing upon our energy. It is pulling out what has been hiding, what needs to be illuminated. It's bringing it to the surface. Now think about that. The seas of the ocean, they rise. The tides rise with the full moon, right? It's the full moon draws that water up higher, just as it draws our own personal water up. And so it brings all these things to the surface. And when it brings it to the surface, it illuminates it, right? It shines its light brightly on it, allowing us to see with clarity, allowing us to see what it really is that's been hiding. And it's giving us an option in that moment to choose what we do with it. Are we going to resist it? Are we going to create more friction? Or are we going to allow it to gently rise to the surface so we can take a look at it and choose differently? Choose another direction. Choose another course of action. Another response versus a reaction. It's always a choice we make. So how can we help ourselves this week, right? We have holidays for the US. The US is celebrating Thanksgiving on Thursday. We're going to be in a full moon in Gemini, right? We have all this planetary shift. Venus went direct, right? Mercury went retrograde. I don't really read into the planetary stuff so much, other than the energy that it provides. And for me, Venus going direct, the energy felt more of action, right? Now we can get moving, because retrogrades are all about leaning back. Retrogrades are really about like slowing down, right? And now that we're in Mercury retrograde, right? What does that mean? Retro means slow your roll. Really tune into the vibration of the words before you speak them. Tune into your energetic vibration. Frequency management is everything. Your energy dictates. So if you're going to walk into a closed container of people, right, especially family who like to push our buttons, right, that they know how to poke the bear, you need to be in a good vibration. Your energy is the one that's going to dictate that environment. Actually raise the vibration for all the people in the room simply by you being in it and not falling down into that whirlwind of negativity that likes to suck you in. And this is where Lady Nada comes in, because she says, open your heart. See yourself in another. Have grace and compassion, not empathy. We're not meant to take on another's pain. We're not meant to save anybody. We are the only ones that can save ourselves. And we do that through awakening. We're awakening our remembering, awakening our heart. Djwal Khul says, stop attaching the meaning. Stop taking it so seriously. You are here to experience, to taste, to touch, to love. Enjoy the frickin' journey. It's not about the destination. Don't be in such a hurry. Hurry for your healing, hurry for your manifesting, hurry for where your life is going, hurry for fixing everything. Lean back. Enjoy the journey. Suffering comes from attachment, from opening that box that's been hiding in the closet and saying, this event, this person, this thing, they define me. They mean something about me. And they don't. That's just not the truth. They're building blocks that help us evolve and get a bigger perspective, to see the whole picture, to get closer to remembering our truth. Those things mean nothing, but it's the minute we attach them and identify with them that we begin to suffer. And when we are in the energy of suffering, we invite that energy amongst others. We always have a choice, always. And we can choose to care and love for ourselves, to allow these things to be seen and heard, allow them to be illuminated, even without a full moon. And then we can choose. We can choose different. We can choose to see it differently. We can choose to act differently, to take a different course. But it's through our own grace, our own love for ourselves, that helps us not to take things so seriously. And that is how you can help yourself this week. Again, frequency management is going to be a constant. 2018 is a year of rebirth. I've said it 100 times. I'll say it 100 more. This year has really been about constant rebirth, constant allowing of us to choose to let go of the things that aren't serving, to open us to receive, to hold more light within our light body, right? And this is our vehicle for our light. 2019 is going to be a jam-packed, fast-acting year. It's going to be huge for so many people. But that requires us really to be in a good vibration. That requires us to lighten our load so that we can flow swiftly while enjoying the journey. Like, isn't that the ultimate goal? So the energy this week overall is answer the call. Answer the call of your light. Do what it needs to be done. Open the door, look in the box, illuminate it, give it life, give it light and breath, set it free, and open that box up to receive. To receive. We are not a victim of any planetary shifts, of any event energies. We are not. It's all happening for us. Isn't it amazing when you can choose differently? Change your energy, and it changes everything. You are the commander of your ship. And this week, the clarity is coming. But until it arrives, be willing. Be willing to see what's been lurking. I'm Johanna Burkhardt. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know how this resonates with you, how this energy is feeling. And I'll be back next week. Namaste.